Welcome to another episode of It's Not Just Football, because it's not just football, as usual, as I always tell you, over here we speak about matters that happen on the pitch and how we relate to it off the pitch. My name is Marco Itena and welcome to this episode. And today we have a special guest. This one is like I said, special guest. And introduce yourself, man.
Hello, I'm special guest.
Welcome, special guest. How should they? What should they call you?
No, my name is Joe Hervé. I am the special guest, as Mark said. Me and him come from way back.
Yeah.
We used to support the same team. You won't admit it. But,
I can admit it. I can
admit
admit it. I can admit. When you follow your older brother, you tend to want to be like your older brother, but then you realize that you can be better than him, and that's exactly what I am.
Fine.
Anyways, today's episode. Oh yes, before we get in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you like whatever you're watching. So yeah, let's get to it. Today's episode is about I got it here. The feeling of wearing your team's shirt. But no, again, before we get into the talk, yes, we're talking about Arsenal.
What?
Banter. Not too long ago, I remember. I support Liverpool, as you can see, by the way. Arsenal, what happened, man? You guys were not too far off from us, and you started stumbling.
I was told I'm not allowed to say "well fuck" here. I'm not going to hold back. No, fuck them.
Why?
No, proper. They disappoint. It's been like this. I can't believe I'm in a lifetime where I can say I haven't won it for 20 years.
Well, welcome to the squad.
So at least you started off and it was a thing that you got into. But this is 20 years. I've been alive. We haven't won this thing. And every year it's just, again, we in the group, everyone's telling us, I'm a Netflix series, next season.
Yeah.
And when you look back and you try to see the teams that won the league, it makes sense why we didn't win. But
why? Why was it? What makes it?
I mean, look, in the last 20 years, it was Manchester, Chelsea, and then it became Man City, Manchester, Chelsea, and then you guys won.
Yeah.
So when you look at your teams that won, Arsenal couldn't compete against that, unfortunately, at that time.
You guys had a good opportunity to win it when Leicester won it. And you guys were second for a long time, and then when you guys started flopping, you ended up being third. That was... Yeah, no, anyways, I can see it's getting... touching nerves there.
I don't mind the touch. It's football.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those... I'm a toxic fan.
Yeah.
I'm one of those, if you want the coach out, I'm with everyone.
So do you want the coach out?
At the moment, I stopped watching them. it's every season for
Arteta, you have a player, I mean, not a player. You have a supporter who's not watching, so you're losing fans, man.
I haven't watched for a while.
But yeah, there's also another thing I wanted to get out the way. It's trending, actually. Carragher's comments. I know he's a legend in my team. I actually liked him as a player. We used to call him the general. But, now he's in football punditry and commentary. And recently, this week, he said something along the lines of the African Cup of Nations is not a major competition. What do you think of that?
I'll say what Obi-Wan said, man. I share the same sentiment with anyone in Africa.
Yeah.
I don't know what else other people in the world are saying about this, but I share the same sentiment. Like the group that we're both in, where we just went out. I watched that video that you shared.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the headlines before you even watch the videos, and
that's my I feel like it's ignorant. And I'm surprised at how ignorant he is, especially at the level that he's played, especially at the level that he is doing his football punditry, to show a lack of ignorance that the African Cup of Nations is not a major. So it makes me think about, so the players that play in it, are they major players? Because we have players like DJ Drogba, we have players like Obi that was commenting, we have players like Okocha who have lit up the leagues that he's played in, Champions League, Premier League, you know, and other leagues. So how is this African Cup not a major thing? But anyways, Carragher, man, you're giving us a bad name, man. Shit. Anyways, now, you know, enough of that banter. Let's get into it. So, like I said, today's episode is about the feeling of wearing your team's kit. So, for me, okay, I got cards today, guys, because I always forget my notes. But yeah, so what is the feeling that you get? And I'm not talking about like how you feel right now because of your team, but like in general, when you started watching football, when you wear your team's shirt, how do you feel when you put on your team shirt?
I don't want to lie. I think you got me into the shirt thing.
Really?
Yeah, because in the beginning it was, why would I buy it? I mean, these soccer players, you know. And then when I started buying it, I really started to do the thing that you're saying, the feeling.
Yeah.
First reason is luckily because of my size. When I get to these places where I buy them, they have them and they fit me nice.
Oh yeah, well, you want to show off.
Yeah,
Hey, sorry, so, some of us we don't have the muscles like this guy.
It feels like wearing armor, especially when you know there's a big game. The recent game when we beat the Man City 5-1. Yeah, I wore the shirt that not only makes my muscles come out, but it's a nice design. You know, the black one we had with the zigzag. That one was quite cool. So when I wore it, in my mind, the first thing I said, this is body armor. Today we're going to war.
I've never really thought of it.
Yeah, so you know, you put it on and you make your way to your because I went to go and watch it with Nono at the house. Yeah, and there was a lot of us there. He was there with his wife and his sisters and stuff, and I was just in it, you know. Yeah. First goal, muscles up. Yeah. Next goal. Hey. Oh yeah, give me my money. Hey. You know, so the shirt helps with that. You know, it feels like armor.
It reminds me of this one game that we played in the Champions League. Liverpool were playing, I think it was PSG. So now there's this one homie of mine, Don. You know Don. Yeah. So what we do is traditionally we watch the game and then everything that happens after that is fuck shit, whatever.
Yeah.
So on that day, you know, we were kind of losing. So we came from behind, and when Bobby Firmino scored the clinching goal, you know, celebrations and everything. So now after that, we decided, no, let's go and drink. So we went to the pub, we went to the club. When we got to the club, me and Don were wearing our Liverpool shirt. Everyone that saw us walking into the club, they're like, oh, yes. And then, you know, Don is like, you know, yeah, you know, it's obvious, you know.
Best team in the world.
Yeah, you know, so you have a sense of pride, you know, when your team especially performs good. So that's the feeling I got from wearing my team shirt. So,
but I mean, you've been into it for a long time.
Yeah.
I know it's more than just a feeling.
Yeah,
and you shut down the whole
house. Yeah. You know, the feeling that I also would say that I get of, like, you know, wearing the team shirt is that you feel like you're part of the squad.
Yes.
You know, like, because it's match day. Yeah. Match day comes and then you see your team playing. That's why. Sorry. That's why it's preferable to always buy home and away, because you know when you play in away, like, oh, the team is wearing away, so you're gonna wear your away shirt. Absolutely. When you play in home, you know you're wearing the home shirt, so you know that it's like you're part of the squad. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, I do feel it makes part of actually going to watch it in a group.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if I'm watching it at home, I'll put on my red.
Yeah.
If I know I'm going to go with the niggas, even if we're playing at home, wherever I'm going, for me, I'm taking this away. So it makes the whole spectacle of watching.
Yeah.
I think so. It does
so
make the difference.
What was the first kit or shirt, jersey that you bought of your team? Whether it is country, whether it is club, which one was the first shirt that you got?
I like other sports. Right?
Okay.
I grew up playing rugby with you as well.
Yeah.
And
for those of you who don't know I don't look the size, but I was very good. But this is football. So,
so my first any kind of kit was a rugby.
What team was there?
The All Blacks. I grew up. I grew up watching the All Blacks for obvious reasons.
Why? Because you're black.
100%. I mean, for me, it was. I found that it's symbol more than anything at that time.
Yeah.
And then I bought another All Blacks, the one that now really was quite cool.
Yeah.
And then I got into buying the
football shirts.
Football shirts. And my first was the gosh, I forgot which one it was. It was the one that made us look a little bit sexy in the thing.
What
came
the?
out to year.
Oh,
I think it was
the
right after
Puma kit.
Yeah, right after Nike left, I got the Puma one.
Oh,
Yeah, and,
I think Nono calls that the Olivier Giroud kit.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's the one.
I know which kit you're talking about.
So that was my first one.
Damn, that was quite late, bro.
Yeah, I know it's quite late, but
very, very late.
Very. You're right.
Yeah.
But I think from then on, it just became a thing. Every season, you must buy something.
You must.
Yeah, even if it's in a way. And because I don't like other teams, so fuck Manchester and Liverpool and Manchester City.
Oh,
but,
no, those are strong words, man.
Whatever.
It will top. If we look at what's going on right now, it's Liverpool. And then the rest must fuck off.
But it became a nice thing because now we're buying things for each other as brothers, you know, especially if you're not the only one that supports Arsenal.
Yeah.
So for me, there's there's Cape Man, there's Paul. So there's a lot of guys we share that with. You know, you go into your small groups and when we win a game, because I remember the last FA Cup we won, I bought 3 shirts for myself.
Shit.
Yeah, I went for the old one, the one we wore that season, and then the one that was coming up for the next. Of course, I bought it in my.
Yeah, so for you, it's like you catching up from when you were a kid of not wearing your team shirt
100%.
To now being an adult and buying it every season.
In fact, I think your dad bought us shirts long time ago. Before the Invincibles.
Yeah, guys, this was when I was copying my older brother.
Yeah, but even then, my first shirt was actually a Manchester shirt.
Oh!
Yeah, because I'm a Beckham fan.
Oh.
Right? So I like Beckham, even if he was playing for the other team.
Yeah.
So your dad got me a Manchester.
Yeah.
And because we speak French at home, and he got you a Arsenal one because of Henri. So I think that was my first. Honest, that was my first one, but not one I bought with intention of. With the guys.
Now that you're bringing that up, I'm also remembering that yes, he got me the Arsenal shirt. Yes, like I said, I was an Arsenal supporter. I was young. I didn't see the light. But yes, the other kit that my father bought was a Juve kit. As you can see, Juve is here. Yeah, you know. Anyways, my pops got me a Juve kit, and it was the 1998 home kit of Juve when you still had the Sony Plus, whatever.
That heavy one. The cotton. I remember.
That's the shirt that I enjoyed wearing.
Yeah.
That was like, and I got that shirt like in 2002, 2003. Yeah, dog. I'm still young. I'm in my Pippin years. If you know the reference Pippin, what number he wore. Yeah.
Or the like I like joking to your brother about Hotso. Hotso has a football age and his real age. Hotso likes to use his football age, 29. I think Hotso is a little bit older. So yeah. I'm my football age is 29.
Yeah, okay. So your first kid was in your 20s.
With my own money, you start working. Yeah. The stipend of 3,000. I was like, I want to sacrifice.
I actually do plan for football shirts. When money comes in, I'm like, I know I'm going to save either to buy for myself or to buy for my lady. So
the brainwash is hard there, bro.
Yeah, I know you must brainwash them, bro. Yeah. we don't want problems, bro.
I want to get into the thing you doing where you get the older kids.
Yeah.
Because I want to get my Zidane kit, my Maldini kit,
Zidane kit?
Yeah, look, I'm
none of the teams you support.
I'm an AC Milan fan.
Zidane played for...
No, he never played for any of my favorite teams. Even when Zidane was top tier, I was not a Madrid fan. And when it came to international teams, I was more following Germany. And if there was an African team I like Cameroon, I like their kid.
Oh, that Cameroon kid.
That one was
proper. That one was fire.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that one.
Whenever I think of that kid, I think about Jeremy and Eto.
Yeah, but that's where you saw these football players actually work out. You know, it's not just a kid and you run there. They had the idea that we need to look like heroes. We need to look like stars.
You see, now that you bring the thing of heroes, it's also leading up to my next question. Because we were footballers growing up, you know, and watching them on TV and stuff like that. So, like, how did it feel like now playing for school, playing for your school, and or for the university or for your club? How did it feel like wearing your team's shirt?
It was nice because at that time you were giving each other numbers, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still done this way, but a lot of us were chasing numbers or positions based on the people.
Yes. What number were you chasing?
Zola 7.
Zola
7. Seven seems to be the number even before Beckham times, you know. And regardless of Beckham, people were liking the number 7.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, my positions were never at that number 7. So,
what position were you?
The first time I played football was as a defender, and Maldini was my hero.
And he's a number 3.
He was a number 3. Yeah. So you look for those kind of things. And then as you get a little bit older, when you're playing, at some point you forget about the shirt you have, the number, and you care more about position and trying to be good. But it felt nice because you know you put it on. And before you put that on, you're putting the bib. You know, you're playing with the cones.
You feel professional already. And then you have those girls that are watching. Nah, I'm Joe. Nah, I'm Mark.
And you walk with the brackets. So the kit helps. It is armor.
Yes, it is. It does feel like.
How did it feel for you?
For me, bro, you know, I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat this, but because you know you're playing with your older brother, it's a thing of shit, nigga. I'm playing in the same team as my brother. I feel cool as well. But then on top of that, it was a thing of now that you know that you're playing for school, you are representing not only your team, you're representing your whole school. You're representing the grade 1s, you're representing the grade 2s, you're representing the grade 10s, matrics, you're representing everyone, your teachers. So now, like I said, it's that thing of pride, you know. So it feels like a sense of responsibility. So when you put on your school football shirt, it's a thing of, I am not only playing for myself here. Like, so that's how I felt. So, and I treated it as if it was also a country. So growing up, I watched a lot of Brazil. I was a big fan of Brazil. I still am a big fan of Brazil, even though they shit. But, you know, I wear it and I'm like, no, today I feel like Roberto Carlos. Or today I feel like Alessandro Del Piero. Or today I feel like Zidane, you know. All that feeling, that's how I felt like when I was playing for school, club, or university or whatever. That's how I felt.
Almost like even before 98, I think it started the 1990, I think. When the Brazil team came out, they would hold hands like
so out the tunnel.
So I think
that reminds me of that
feeling.
The Fair Play song, 98 World Cup. I remember that.
I think when you put the kit on, there was a sense of it's a team now. We're going together.
Yes, 100%.
To be there for each other, and we know what we represent.
100%. Dog. Nah, you know, because we're talking about because today is about the kids and
AC Milan and
Pirates.
The other teams that I support.
Oh, AC Milan and Pirates.
I don't have too many of those. My AC Milan went for what is in the washing, and the Pirates one I'm going to get this season's one and this year whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, for the previous 2 seasons, okay, this season and last season, Pirates have been coming out with the best kids in the league. Jealous down, and this is coming from your direct rival of your neighbor, real next door neighbor, Swallow supporter. You know, the Swallows kit that I liked, it was when Nomvete was there, and when Tsutulupa, there was a player called Tsutulupa with the dreads. You know, it had the big VW. Yeah.
That was not so long ago, I think. 2011?
No, 2009.
2009.
2009, yeah. So those were the kids that I liked of Swallows. But yeah, I've mentioned so many times that I'm a Swallow supporter. Obviously, you can see Liverpool, you know, Juve.
And our dad is a pushback.
Yeah, pushbacks. yo. But they don't exist, just like my team also.
They're tough.
But yeah, the thing of tradition with kits and jerseys. Did you know that in certain countries, but there's one country I know that they adopt this tradition. In Germany, they leave the number 12 shirt for the fans. So you won't see a lot of teams in Germany where players are wearing a number 12 because they believe that the 12th men is the fans.
It's for us, yeah.
So what do you think of that?
That's
that
genius,
concept?
I didn't know that. I think the Dortmund played not so long ago. What a boring game.
Really?
The Champions League game was so boring.
I didn't watch it.
Oh gosh, but there was a lot of hype before the game because there's videos. You know how the Dortmund fans, the BVB.
BVB, yeah.
So you see all of these things online. You go on your socials.
Who are they playing?
They were.
Because I think my team was playing that day. My team was playing. Juve were playing PSV.
Yeah, so they're playing Sporting. So every social media platform. Yeah. You go on your Twitter, X, you go on your Insta, all of it. There was a lot of, we're ready today, we're going to be playing hard. Yeah. But the thing of the fans being together, chanting, taking up, like the whole street is, the whole roads are blocked.
They really do take on that mantle of the 12th men.
Yeah, so I liked seeing that. So now when you say that, it's genius.
It's very genius.
I think some of us need to adopt that. I mean, teams specifically, because they don't take us serious. and there's, this Arsenal TV and all of it. And you see all these bros when they come out.
Yeah.
And the last video, the guy's like, we need a goal scorer.
It's not good, Bobby or Robbie.
Yeah, we need a goal scorer and not a striker. I knew what he meant because I was as frustrated. A goal scorer, that's the only thing you do. Yeah. Even if you're a defender, you can still score goals.
Yeah, true.
We need someone that can tell us, But I'm deviating a little. Sorry, but it's more it's a genius idea, and when teams do that. You see there's a reciprocation. Teams are not doing it just because we can play football. We must try to win the league. Like, we understand fans are following us. We understand fans are buying kits. The kids are getting involved. There's legacy, there's pride.
100%.
All this kind of thing. So teams that do that,
it makes me always think about what other footballers, coaches always say about when you go to this stadium, you can feel that the supporters are the 12th men. And I feel like, yes, adopting that tradition would give, a lot of attention to the fans and supporters that pitch up at the stadium. Because, and I think it would be a good idea when they have the lineup there and then they put position 12, the fans.
Yeah, that's
so that will be...
Government is going to take this idea from us.
That's actually a good thing, because it shows that with that tradition, the club cares. And that's why the name of the show, it's not just football. Because, for people that can't make it to playing on the pitch, they still have that sense of belonging. I'm not a footballer, I'm supporting you and I'm doing it wholeheartedly. And that's why that number 12 shirt is important. Now they know that shirt, it's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine.
No lie.
So when you see players... Or when I see players wearing a number 12 shirt, I'm like, dog, you should have left that for the fans instead of taking it for yourself.
Being an Arsenal supporter, I don't know. I used to wear 12 at some point.
Yeah, when you came back from retirement. No, not retirement. When you came back on loan to Arsenal, you wore the number 12, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have that. Look, but it's a genius idea.
Yeah.
Like, keep doing that. Yes, it's not about... It's not about just getting the shirt. It's part of a community the same way churches are, the same way therapy sessions are, schools. So it's a big thing, especially when you can be identified.
Yes.
I think it's...
no, 100%. In all, like, this whole thing for me, it's also a thing of respecting the shirt, man. You know, respecting not only the team shirt that you wear.
It's not one cloth.
Yeah, it's not only just one cloth.
It's not one
It's
cloth.
for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not when you must say it's true. No, I'm joking. But yeah, you know, it's a thing of respect the shirt that you're wearing. A lot of people that don't watch football are always man, it's just football, man. No, it's not, man. You know, you're wearing this thing and representing a whole movement.
Hundreds.
You're representing people's feelings. You know, because football for me it's a feeling. You know, it's not just something that you kick a ball on the pitch. It's a feeling. So for me, it's a thing of respect the shirt, respect the badge. You know, and you know the whole thing will come together because you know, even as a rival supporter, you know, I've seen one video, a clip of Suarez when he was playing in Barcelona, and I don't know who they were playing. I think it was Real Madrid or Atletico, whatever. But he didn't want to walk on the badge of the opposing team because, like, no, people support this team. I'm not gonna just walk on people's lives. So for me that's how I feel also. As much as I hate your team, as much as I hate other teams, but I always have that respect. Even when typing, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I send you a message, is Arsenal playing today? I put a capital A. I don't put small letter A.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a bitter supporter. Yeah, me it's disrespect, but not in a bad way, right? Because it's like you told me one day you were working with your lady and you just spoke to this one guy, and they're like, "Oh, do you know him?" Like, nah. So what happened? Like, no, because we're wearing
the same shirt.
Shirt. And you find that sometimes it doesn't even need to be the same shirt. You know, there was the one time I forgot who I was dropping at the airport, and on the way out, I saw all these guys wearing Manchester City and all of. But there's always a comment to make. You know, when you see someone in Manchester City, like
they beat you today.
100%. So even here, it's nice because I'm Pretoria based. And when you see someone wear a Sundown shirt or you see someone wear Pirates, we get reminded, you know. So it's that kind of thing. It's the mutual respect that we'll do everything against each other, but because I see you wear a football kit, that's the thing we have in common.
100%. 100%. Nah, man, this was dope, man. I enjoyed it. But as usual, you know, we always close the show by closing it out with a quote from a footballer. And you would like this because this is from your all-time favorite player, David Beckham. David Beckham says, it's not about the number. No, it's not about the name on your back. It's about the badge in front of you.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
This is stingy because we know your number.
And we know your name.
We know your name. So, and you remember back then when players used to, do this to show that. So, I mean, he's right. Beckham. Until today, I'm still a fan of his.
100%.
I spend hours sometimes when I'm supposed to be working. You finish with your emails and stuff, and you sit there, you scroll through your phone. I go through video after video.
On YouTube,
YouTube, just watching him cross the ball and watching these things. Pass para Beckham, Beckham to Nat. But sorry.
No, this was a good show, man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Man.
I will, one time.
So that was another episode of It's Not Just Football. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you like this shit. If you don't, then hey, sorry. that was joking. But see you next time. If you listen next time. Peace. Yeah.